3, 2, 1, go. And this is Salamancer. You are watching SalTV here. Today we've got another Highlander game, and this little coiled rope right here really caught my attention before the game. I was thinking, is that like a I'm not even going to go into that. But here casting with me today on PL Swiftwater is Bubby. Bubby, why don't you introduce yourself?
Yeah. This is not X9. This is Bubby from Exodus Society and one of the league admins of UGC Highlander. So I hope you guys enjoy the cast. Hope you guys like the action. And this little scout is definitely acting like he's in the Michael Jackson video of Thriller.
Oh, nice. I love that taunt.
That is
pretty awesome.
a beautiful taunt.
I guess we're in the Halloween spirit once again. I don't think they've even released the Halloween episode or the Halloween update yet, have they? It's coming up today.
It will be coming out, yeah. I think today or tomorrow.
Pretty awesome. But regardless, we do have IFA versus MM, and MM is on offense first. Looks like they're pushing out right away here, getting that card moved immediately with the scout. Nice play there to make sure they are constantly pushing it. They do have a spy come and chase after him now, though, and not a lot more they can do with the card for the moment. There is a wrangled mini-sentry here. Kind of interesting defensive choice. Normally you don't see mini-sentries on defense. That's going to be a little weird.
I would not let my team run a mini-sentry this early, at least, especially on, you know, the outlet at the beginning of the match, because
well,
I mean,
so
even
far,
with the Wrangler, no HP.
I don't know. It's actually got a good deal of HP, and it's small enough that it's hard to hit. But oh, there you go, spy in on the blue medic. Or, I'm sorry, the red medic, blue spy there. Donka
Sentry's down,
does end up
but
dying.
back up quickly again.
Yeah, that mini sentry could just, I mean, it could be a little annoying, but it's not going to deal the crazy damage like a level 2 or level 3. Nonetheless, Mr. Snazzy getting some good kills there with the sticky bombs, and now we've got some headshots going down as well. Medic coming out here with 100% Uber, but he's got to get back. That's going to be really scary for him. He wants to make sure he does not lose that Uber. But the problem right now that MM is having is that they just cannot push that cart any further. Very good defensive setup here by our red team, and their sniper just will not stop firing here. Purge doing an excellent job. Oh, there you go. Purge does get a kill on Hell's Eye, the sniper for MM. Real quick, it looks like the Uber has been popped here, but what are these teams' names? Do you know?
It is MM is Mannered Mercs, and IFA are the Independent Fighters Alliance.
Gotcha. So
very unique names.
Yeah, I know, right? They're not quite as good as like the self-sustaining Mexican cat ranch, but they are still pretty awesome.
Yeah, we don't talk about those guys. They beat us. So.
All right. Hell's Eye right now looking down, and he's going to start going after, see if he can't win that sniper battle again, because they want to make sure that MM do not push into a sniper. That's one of the toughest things to do.
Soldier jumping over the top, but he gets taken out quickly by the pyro.
Yeah, and now we are finally seeing this card get pushed here. It looks like MM has managed to clear out most of the defense. There is a little bit inside the house right now. Demo Man getting pressured by a scout, and he ends up getting killed by some sticky bombs. Meanwhile, though, it looks like, yeah, about 6 players up right now just standing on that cart and making sure it goes at the maximum speed here. Heavy just walking out. This is where you really want to see a big defensive setup here indoors, though, and I don't actually see a sentry built for red team right now.
No, there is.
Not going to be good for them.
Their NG is up. I do not know where he is. Let's look for him.
Well, there you go. The card has been captured to the first point. 2 minutes and 27 seconds is actually kind of a long time there on Swiftwater to cap that first point. But with the mini sentry there sitting in the middle of this hallway, it's not as good of a defensive setup as that level 3 that we've seen in some of the games that I live casted. So I don't know. They are getting a lot of kills here, so a lot of blue people dying, but they are going to respawn very, very quickly and get in here and just deal more damage. In fact, Dr. Badfish with H health coming there, kills Harry Man immediately, so no more Engineer for now, and then he finally gets taken out.
Oh, Blue forced their Uber, though. Blue forced Fred's Uber, and now MM should be able to get something going here, as long as their medic doesn't die.
Yeah, right now MM's medic is temporarily buffing up this Pyro, who wants another little buff here just so he can get in. They are standing in kind of an interesting spot, though, which if somebody were to come out here with a Kritzkrieg or something like that, they would be in big trouble. Right now, they are not really too worried about it, though. Actually, there goes Donka once again, so Spy is down for the count. Teleporter right there, so it looks like IFA, really all they want to do on defense is just play defense with men. They don't care about the sentries so much. I don't know. I really would like to see a level 3, but maybe they just feel like that hinders them. I have no idea.
Maybe they have something. Maybe they're just trying to be more aggressive with their defense.
It's kind of working here so far. Of course, the cart is slowly getting pushed up here, and it's not falling back. that mini sentry is still wrangled, which is pretty crazy. Of course, it's going to make it so it's very, very difficult to kill. It takes like 2 or 3 stickies just to kill a wrangled mini sentry, where it only takes 1 to kill it when it is not wrangled. But there you go, it goes down finally. Sounds like Legion there, the demo man, and so Dr. Badfish also has died. So MM losing a lot of players here, and those are actually some of their big damage classes.
I'm seeing they're just, the blue is just, MM is just gathered all right at the beginning of the tunnel. Not really trying to put a lot of pressure on the clump here from red, since red is all clumped together. It just seems kind of like a stalemate.
They have
honestly.
popped the Uber. They're forcing a big multi-Uber right now from red, so that's not going to be good for our red team. They, in fact, are losing some players here. But so is blue team. They're just getting some time on that cart. And there you go. Big pills, big rockets, big stickies from our soldier and demo man. They have cleared out. Wow, yeah.
Beautiful pill by blue.
Yeah, that demo man there on blue is, of course, Legion, and he's done a great job here of helping. But there you go. Looks like a backstab on the heavy. Spy does go down there, even with the dead ringer. He was not able to stop himself from taking enough damage. So Starbucks, kind of a play on Starbucks there, setting up his mini sentry now on offense. And there you go, that defensive mini sentry up once again. I don't know if I agree with this. There you go. Spy gets the pick, runs away, kind of getting away with it for now, but looks like, yeah, he's using that dead ringer. So we're actually on the spy cam for a little bit here. He finds a place to decloak, and nobody hopefully will hear that. Meanwhile, though, what do you think about how did your team set up their defense on Swiftwater?
Actually, I was out of our game. Actually.
Oh, I see.
I had personal things going on. I actually had to move back to my apartment. But from what I remember from us scrimming, we ran soldier and a lighter class just watching the top up here. And we had the sentry either on that ledge where that mini sentry is on red, or back in the little alcove behind it, which is a little bit higher upstairs.
Okay, yeah.
But that was level 3, of course, so...
Yeah, and you would expect kind of a level 3 sentry. It forces the offensive team to deal with that first, almost, and you need to get like a spy in there, a demo man or something. The mini sentry, I mean, it's doing a little bit of damage and being annoying, but it's not doing the same amount that level 3 would, and I really would like to see level 3. Nonetheless, look at this, it's only 2 minutes left here, so the defense from IFA has been really good, even without that level 3 sentry. They are being extremely aggressive, and looks like their Uber has been popped. They're trying to bring their demo man forward, but blue team seems nowhere to be found. They have backed away from that Uber quite successfully. Their medic, though, only about 14 health. I'm sorry, 14% Uber, but the medic for red team did get taken out, and that is going to be Sauerkraut. I think there's more to his name than that, but we're just going to call him Sauerkraut. I'm
trying to find the medic, and he's alone. Scout's on him.
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy. He gets out, though.
Where is he? Is he, like, really far back?
He was actually upstairs, but now he retreated back to the beginning of the tunnel with the heavy. Let me find his cam. Yep, they're still at the beginning. They're pushing through the tunnel right now, but he's only got 42% Uber. However, that's like about a 40% advantage.
It is. He just has not been healing for a while, and this is a problem here from MM. Oh, they lose Adolf Elizabeth Hitler there, and also losing their scout and spy. So taking a lot of hits here. The heavy is down right now, and you got to push with that heavy, really. Pushing with a Uber demo can be okay, and I mean they might want to do that through this tunnel, but so far it sounds like they've got some problems here on the flanks, and they're falling back. Maybe, oh no, they are going upstairs once again, so they're going to try and get in for the flanks. Just look at all those stickies though. So immediately popping that Uber before they can really get the damage out.
Spy goes down. Dead ringing.
Ooh, Uber just finishes there. Jay Deadly ends up getting the kill with about 80 health left, and now he's standing on a dispenser, getting the medic healing him, so he's going to be back up very quickly. 100% Uber once again for our red team, so they may actually hold blue back down to 1 point. It's only 30 seconds left before MM loses basically this round. There's not a lot they can do about that.
Interesting choice by the blue spy to go after the engineer and not the medic. He had a clear shot on the medic.
Oh, Purge here did throw the Jarate, but he does not have the Bushwhack out right now, interestingly, so he would not have gotten that full crit off of it. Still going for that spy kill, but I think the spy, well, no, he did get away. Donka is now down. Here, the card is getting very close, though, and nobody there to stop it. The Heavy's got to go stand on it right now, but no, there you go. 8 minutes and 19 seconds to capture the second point, and I have seen teams actually capture almost all of the points in 8 minutes, which is pretty crazy. So far, though, there is an Uber on that cart once again, and so we're going to see Red Team holding off for probably a really long time here for all the rest of the points as well.
Yeah, I believe the fastest time, at least that was told to me, on this map, which is probably one of the longest Highlander maps for payload you will ever see, the fastest time was actually about 5.5 minutes. Ooh, beautiful pick by the blue spy, taking down the medic. He had a pretty sizable charge. At least it was equal, and now it looks like blue's gonna have a very nice advantage to make a push. But will they be able to get the people on the cart?
I do not know about that, Bubby. That's the thing, is that even when you've picked out the enemy medic, they still have a lot of damage classes on the field, and so you tend to see that you have to be really cautious because you do not want to move out and like lose your medic to something like that, like a headshot from Purge. So
Ooh.
that is the danger. Now, one thing that I heard from a friend of mine casting recently was that really what you want to see to shut down the enemy sniper can sometimes be stuff like, you got to get like a scout in there maybe, or a spy or something, but it can be really useful to have a jumping soldier, actually, like a roaming style soldier.
Oh yes, yes. Usually when my team is playing and the sniper's getting really annoying, we usually have the soldier go and bomb their sniper.
Here you go. Right now, they are pushing that cart once again. Sounds like the Pyro reflecting just a little bit of that spam back, but he's taking a lot of damage. So is Adolf Elizabeth Hitler. There goes the medic once again for our red team, so they're not going to have an Uber to counter the Uber that may get up here from MM. But MM need to make very sure they don't get their medic caught out of position, and right now he's not healing anybody, so he's got to find... Oh, no! Backing off there and getting healed, getting saved by that Pyro who air blasts the fire away. I wish that worked in real life.
If only I would still have a finger. No, I'm just kidding. I have all my fingers. Now, I'm curious to see how they're going to push in through this point, because this is a very, very narrow area. This is probably the most pivotal point, I think, on this map.
Well, they've got a heavy coming up from the top side right now. I think he is going to end up getting taken out. Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
He's get chased down by the explosive spam, so he is gone for the moment. Hellsive goes down as well, but the Uber's ready to go here for Guy Alex. It's just that, what is he going to do? He doesn't have anybody to Uber at the moment. They need to get in there.
Oh, and the soldier's creeping up.
Yeah, Soldier did take a lot of damage there, so with about 41 health, he does have to back off for red team. But here we go. Now the Uber's going to come in probably on this Soldier. They're going to try and deal as much damage to the red team as they can. And there they go. They do finally Uber. There is no level 3 sentry, so everybody on red having to retreat back into their little hidey hole down there beneath that. I don't even know what to call it. But it looks like, once again, blue team with about 10 seconds left on the clock are going to manage to push to this third point. It's just, this is like the longest round of Swiftwater ever.
Oh, that was not a good choice by IFA's medic. He should have just held back and held that Uber charge. He was at about 80, and he just went out to try and stall the cart. Tough break.
Yeah,
but
here's the thing. This particular point here, the fourth point on Swiftwater, normally you will see teams have a very difficult time pushing it. A chain stab there by Lars Pants on Fars. That's hilarious. But he does not manage to stop the cart from being pushed up the hill, and that is really a very, very bad thing for our red team right now. This is where you have to have that level 3 sentry on defense, and they just don't have it. In fact, their engineer fell over there. It looked like he may have disconnected or something. So here the cart is already up the first hill. It's getting very close to getting captured, and now finally blue team does falter. They're probably going to lose their heavy here. He's trying to get away, but does not have the Gru or anything else, so he's dead. Medic, Soldier, the only ones left up right now to really push for our blue team, but that cart is quite far up that hill, so it's going to take a really, really miraculous defense here by our red team to hold off this point.
The blue are not really pushing that cart, though, which is I'm kind of confused about, honestly. I don't understand why they... Yeah, there we go. Finally, Soldier's tapping it, bringing it up just a little bit.
Is getting on that car, using the original now, which is no longer banned in UGC, so no more of that. Looks like the Uber has been popped now for red team. They just want to try and stop the cart here from getting up that hill, which is working so far, but look at this. MM didn't lose anybody there. Now they have about an 80% charge. They are holding on to the house. This is exactly where you want to be holding in Swiftwater so that you can get around and flank and push the red team back up that hill farther and farther. It just prevents them from being able to really stop you from getting the cart up. Sounds like, a big pick on the medic there too, so there's absolutely going to be no Uber for the red team. I think blue needs to push out right now with this because time is wasting away. Here comes the spy though, getting around behind. Looks like he's going to pick that pyro right away, and the heavy didn't hear it, so nobody called that spy out. The Uber was popped on the demo. And about a minute left here once again, so Blue's got their work cut out for them. Are you kidding me? Nobody sees this spy. Come on, take that spy. There you go, finally. And the looks like the sniper and NG pushing the cart. They have gotten to the 4th point, and I have almost never seen a team successfully defend the last point here on Swiftwater. So I gotta say, now they've made the most difficult push. I think Blue team should be able to get this. Right now, a lot of spam coming in from the demo from up top, I think. But Blue team does manage to keep most of their classes up there, pushing in right now against this Wrangled Mini Sentry, which just is not really working anymore. So MM versus IFA, I've got to say MM has found the superior tactics so far, but this is a long, long time for IFA to work with. Oh,
they're pushing up. Oh.
Starbucks there, the engineer, did end up trying to delay the medic and heavy combo from Red Team from really being able to defend. Just had them completely distracted with his engineer play. And so there you go. That is the first round. 14 minutes, 18 seconds that our now offense team, IFA, has to work with.
It's a little bit of a slow time, but it's definitely, I've seen definitely a lot longer times on this map. I'm going to be curious about their offensive strategies. I mean, if the mini sentry on defense is any indication, what goodies are they going to have to pull out in this round?
Let me find that engineer. Yeah, there he is. He is Harryman, still using the mini sentry. I gotta say, it's going to be a much better idea on offense to use that mini sentry. You can still get away with using level 3s. You don't get as many points as an engineer because you're not getting as many kills and as aggressive. But with that level 3, you just basically can set up a forward hold location and completely shut down the enemy. They just cannot stop you from setting up a teleporter. So,
especially on a map like this, locking down the flank is a huge, huge advantage for you. I mean, there's just so many places to go in this map.
We do see right now the standard hold from MM with their medic heavy, and now the engineer actually setting up a level 1 just on top of this health kit. That's kind of an interesting spot to put it. It is getting spammed very quickly. He's trying to keep it up here, but there isn't a lot of metal hanging out there. There goes the engineer right now. Starbucks did take a pill to the face, so it's only a level 1 sentry. Now that dispenser there is going to help keep the medic alive, if nothing else, but the sentry is now down. Red team is going to have an easy time. There goes that train. Oh, I finally caught the engine. I love that train. Okay, anyway. Yeah.
What I'd really like to see is either the soldier or the demo go and bomb that medic and make him pop, because
there you go. Medic has popped now.
There we
go. Red team. He is pushing his demo forward into blue, not doing a lot of damage. Does take out All-Star there, who is the Pyro. Probably could have reflected some of that back, but he may not have been paying too much attention. Sauerkraut Head now pushing his team out here, and this is a dangerous place to be as a medic here at the spawn at the beginning, because I mean on Swiftwater you can spawn camp so easily that sometimes it's better to just leave that medic in spawn until you have the Uber ready to go. Nonetheless, Red team is having to back out against this onslaught here from blue, so very quickly we're seeing that IFA may have a very good offense setup.
Yes, it's looking like they're making a strong push right now. Really uncontested. What they should be doing is having those heavier classes pushing up and getting that medic that's all alone.
Yeah, right now the engineer is down. His teleporter is still working. I think maybe the Pyro did manage to home wrecker those sappers off, but everything else is gone. No sentry to stop the push here for the moment. So IFA is going to have an easy time, I think, getting in through this choke point. They've just got to get this card a little bit further. Right now, their medic is down, but they do manage to get the first point captured there in a nice little time. Heavy now, Adolf Elizabeth Hitler holding it down on the choke for the moment.
Unique names. That's all I can really say about these teams.
They're pretty hilarious.
Wow.
I like them. Legion coming out here now and dealing some spam with the stickies as well. Heavy here, very badly damaged, has to drop back, and if this spy realizes it, could just get like one hit there. Using the dead ringer though, so I'm not really worried about dealing damage right now. And the sniper here, Hellscythe, has gotten purged, so for the moment, blue team is going to have to push into a sniper. Actually, for a while that was an overheal sniper, but we'll see. The medic got a decent little position here for MM. Which I've already forgotten what that stands for. Where is their sentry getting set up? A little farther back than you normally see it, but it will be able to cover the tracks. It's just that it can be hit from two sides here, and this particular spot, you could actually do a really good job of just peeking around that corner with the demo man before the sentry even locks onto you, or the soldier. There you go. Now, it actually did lock onto that soldier, so he is screwed, but we'll have to see whether IFA can really push against this effectively. This level 2 sentry, level 3 now, is actually going to do a really good job here, I think, of holding it down.
Well, the Reds popped and they're trying to push in, but they waited a little too long to make the push onto Blue's medic, because unfortunately, when they had the advantage, they just sat on it too long, and now they counter-popped, and they're making a big push into the tunnel, but they're retreating.
I have to pause for just a second. There you go, so I can get the get us synced up. Yeah, here we go. Demo Man spamming those pills in right now, and there's nobody to stop him. Finally, the Pyro comes in and says, wait a minute, I should be doing something about this. Got to get that Reflect on, and the Heavy trying to defend the Sentry as well. That's really a good thing to see. Defending the Sentry means the Sentry can continue to stay up and defend the rest of your team, and of course, IFA is having some trouble right now against this level 3. Spy actually hanging around here. Donka Hair Doctor. Oh, I see. His name is Donka Hair Doctor, like the medic says, but he has spelled it a little bit silly.
That's called wit right there, Sal.
That I think it is. A soldier peeking in right now and does manage to get the kill on Adolf Elizabeth Hitler. So that is apparently how Hitler died, or at least his cousin with kind of the weird middle name. Right now, IFA is trying to push in through the choke point once again, and they could set up a little bit of a forward position here. But there goes their Demo Man right now. Good headshot by Hellshive. It's only about 10 minutes left on the stopwatch. 4.5 minutes left on the round time.
The Spy's trying to take down the Sentry, but unfortunately he goes down, and that level 3 is just doing its job. I mean,
it is. Right now, there's actually a mini sentry here to try and push back anybody who's defending the sentry, but at the moment, it's just not working, and there you go. Everybody down for IFA once again. They need to get an Uber. They need to find some way of destroying this sentry, and of course, with the Pyro hanging out here, they got to get a kill on that Pyro first. It's just incredibly difficult to deal with a sentry like this in a very enclosed location, so MM does, I think, have the superior defense for now.
Yes, as long as I keep this up, I honestly can't see any reason why they should even concede this point. IFA really, they're making good pushes, but they're just not organized enough. They're either waiting way too long to make the push, or they're only going at it.
Sauerkraut Head did get stabbed there by Donka Hair Doctor. And now we are seeing that the engineer was trying to push that cart. And actually, I kind of like that because he could have just snuck the cart all the way around there if nobody paid attention. Right now, there's really nobody on red who's hanging out on the floor. They are all upstairs next to the sentry. Almost want to see a crit screen because you could get so many kills right here if you used it. But I don't know.
They're all huddled up. They're all huddled up right on that little cliff. At least 3 guys, including, most importantly, the medic. And the Heavy are over there.
The Heavy did get stabbed now, and the Spy is down to a rocket as well, although that was a dead ringer. I think the Spy is still just fine. But the Engineer is just sitting here and actually creeping the sentry forward a little bit so they can get a better shot on the cart. It sounds to me like there's an airplane outside my house right now, but nonetheless, looks like our soldier peeking in here and trying to do some damage. And now he's getting a Pyro in his face, trying to do some reflecting. Now, the reflecting isn't working out too well for them so far, but not a lot of damage actually getting on the sentry. Now it sounds like 009 there, the soldier for blue, is down. There is a Uber ready to go for our red team, and they've been sitting on this Uber for quite a while. That's a quite common thing to do. Just sit on the Uber until your enemy pushes in with their Uber for a payload defense, and it works quite well.
Yes, IFA's scout was trying to make them pop. Unfortunately, he couldn't get to MM's medic, and right now, like Sal, you said, they're sitting on a defensive charge, and Blue's probably going to push with their own charge that they just got.
Oh, they're pushing in behind, actually. They really snuck this in. I kind of like that.
Nice.
The Uber is down for red, but there goes the sentry. They just did not realize this was coming around. Very beautiful play there. I did not see them sneaking around, but it is completely shut down Red's defense for now. So, creative little play there by Blue to just use the upper tunnels, I guess, from the point, which is up through here, and they snuck a Heavy and a medic, which is a very, very impressive feat in itself. Right now, they are pushing the car forward just a little bit, but they've got to get it to that point in less than 1:30, or this round could be over. Right now, MM is doing their desperate best to set up defense here, but so far, they are a little bit out of position right now, able to spam some onto this choke point, but they are losing, well, they're not losing players at the moment. Lars actually and Mr. Snazzy has gone down for IFA.
Yeah, it's looking pretty equal right now.
Starbucks, actually, the engineer is down once again. So MM doing their best here to stop this onslaught, but I don't know. It seems like I'm going to watch the Spy cam for a second here. As the cart does get pushed, Spy's going to go onto the medic. He's got about 90% Uber. No, he misses the medic there. Does get the stab on the Heavy, though, so that Uber is going to be delayed. But there you go. The cart is on the second point now. That's going to move some spawns, I think, isn't it? Yes, it is.
Yes.
Not too terribly far for the red team, since they kind of want to defend here anyway. Their spawn's going to be, it's kind of a derpy little spy battle going on here, trying to stab each other in the face, shoot each other with whatever they can, and there you go. Lars gets taken out by Legion after finally realizing, oh yeah, there are 2 spies shooting each other over there. Blue team bringing a big coordinated push through the tunnel once again. and they just need to get this cart up there because right now it's 6 minutes left until they have to get that cart to the very last point. So far, MM's defense has been pretty superb, and they've got a heavy now standing up on the high ground, but he's having to deal with a jumping soldier there. That is 009, does end up getting taken out.
Oh. The heavies ran away. They have really no presence on top now. I'd really like to see them take control of that and even push through onto the third point through the top level.
Oh, Kritzkrieg, there you go. That's finally one of those crazy critzes that we have not seen basically for any of the games I've cast so far. But Heavy jumping in right now immediately takes down the medic. Beautiful job by him to give his own medic a bit of an uber advantage there. And it seems like there's some explosions going on, but those are mostly just spam at the moment. Demo Man is in behind, though, and pressuring that sniper back. It's just that somebody needs to push this cart right now because time is wasting away for IFA to win this round.
This is a game of inches. Much like football, payload, same thing. You got every little inch matters. For those who are new to competitive Highlander or even, competitive TF2 in general, one little tap can make all the difference. Because as long as you have that presence on the cart, you will just keep it from moving back, obviously, and as long as it's not moving back, you keep your position. But
Scout in on the heavy up here. He's got down to about 27 health. There he goes, gets body shot by Purge. And yeah, the cart is now moving backwards. If you don't touch it for 30 seconds, this is what happens. The cart moves back, and of course you're losing a lot of valuable progress there. The Pyro finally realizes, oh hey, we should do something about that. So he's now standing on the cart, pushing it a little bit forward. He does see this guy. Come on, spy check. Spy check that guy. Oh, spy on the Pyro. Donkey Hair Doctor humiliating that Pyro right there, who really should have been spraying some flames out. Nonetheless, it does look like MM is getting closer and closer to capturing this third point here. There is a nasty level 3 sentry set up right here beneath that thing, though. I am getting messages from people, and I cannot even stop at the moment receiving them, so we may just end up hearing some bleeping at the moment. Oh, big Kritzkrieg, though, does take out Sauerkraut Head and Jay Deadly as well. That is some beautiful work there by our red team. Only 4 minutes left for the entire map, and I think because of this level 3 sentry setup and because of the Kritzkrieg especially just wiping out the blue team, that's really going to probably win this round here for MM, so we're going to have to see whether IFA can figure something out for the second round.
They have probably time for one final push, one final quick push, but, I mean, even if they get this point, I mean, 340 or so that's just a huge order just to take on this map.
Yeah, it is. Demo Man is doing some good pill spam right now and trying to knock out that sentry from a position where it cannot hit him. I kind of like that location. That sentry is not able to aim up there, but it is getting built to level 3 now. There's not really a lot he can do about it because the Demo Man is now getting pressured. And now here comes the heavy medic as well on this side. It's just that what is going to happen here, probably going to get pressed right back out. Soldier does end up dropping off there and dying. Took way too much damage there. But now Scout in on the medic, and this is some really good work here by the Red Scout. He's got the medic down to about half health. No, gets taken out there. I think there's a mini sentry helping to deal with that Scout. So that is a Scout's worst nightmare. But here comes the spy on the medic. There, the fizzles. The Uber or Kritzkrieg has been dropped. So that's not a good thing for them. And Spy right now just kind of stabbing his way to victory here. But no, 4 seconds left until this cart, if it does not touch this point, it is over even before the oh, they got to touch cart right now. Yeah.
But somebody needs to get on that cart. There you go.
Yes, somebody is on the cart, but there is that level 2 sentry up right now. There goes the heavy. It's in overtime, and I think that blue team is going to lose this round. Red team with just a superior defense. This shows the power of the level 3 sentry, and I am going to go ahead and just cut the recording now until we get to our second round.
No problem, Sal.
So as the second round starts here, we've got IFA on offense once again this time, and MM on defense. Now, MM did win that last round pretty decisively. They got the cart all the way to the end, and that what even is that head? That is pretty hilarious. It's like Frankenstein. Okay, awesome. No, but yeah, we did see that MM got the cart all the way to the end, and IFA could not get anywhere near that. So, Bubby, what is your opinion on how this round is going to go?
Hopefully there is a little bit of change. What I'd really just like to see is offense actually running Kritzkrieg right off the bat. And I mean, they're not going to. It looks like, yeah, they're running Medigun. But what they need to make the red medic pop really early because they're all clustered up there, and you need to make them feel harassed, and they're just not having that presence outside. So
well,
hopefully
yeah, there's definitely that. You want to make their medic feel harassed, but more than anything, it's been the sentry locations here that I think have really held it up. Does this server allow sprays? This server allows sprays. Okay, interesting. There goes that sentry immediately taken out by Mr. Snazzy, but Sauerkraut Head goes down, dropping the Uber there to a spy. So yeah, walking out here at this point in the game, losing your Uber like that, that's not going to be a very good thing for your chances of winning this round.
No, absolutely not.
So we were on the Hellside cam for the moment from MM. He's trying to take out this scout right now, but it looks like he has dealt a lot of damage. MM is coming in with a big bomb. I think that was a demo man up in the air. And there you go. Spy has been found out. His pumpkin head is on right now, which looks... that's one of the most hilarious hats in TF2, in my opinion. So he does end up going down to the Kukri, and now we're seeing the Uber finally popped there on a Pyro for Red Team. Pyro's bringing out the... he's bringing out the Home Wrecker. Didn't realize that he did not actually have his extinguisher out, so he starts trying to get those crits on the extinguisher, and oops, I don't have it. That was pretty hilarious. He did at least force the heavy back into spawn there for our blue team, but they've got about a 50% Uber advantage now on blue, so they're probably going to push out with that very shortly, and in fact, they're already bringing the heavy medic out there to help push that cart and clear out this upper ground space.
And here they go. The heavy's got that top ground. Now it's just a matter of how far are they going to push. They also have to take down that sentry. It's getting focus fired.
Yeah,
but
it is getting focused. In fact, getting focused by the Wrangled Mini, but the engineer is able to repair it faster than that mini sentry can deal damage, so they need to do a little bit more than that. Right now, medic getting pressured here by a scout. Somebody's got to help that medic stay alive. He does have about 100 health left, and 100% Uber now once again, so he's going to be ready to go here. Just that, oh, look at that. Mr. Snazzy and 009 both ended up going down there on top of the house, and it looks like Red Team's missing a player right now.
Yes,
so
they had somebody dropped.
Yeah, and somebody saying, I don't have pause installed. I don't think that's a thing you install on a server.
No,
I think
it's just definitely built into the config.
Oh, big pick there.
Hopefully that doesn't cost them.
Yeah, hopefully not, because that would be a pretty big deal. That soldier just got popped really high up into the air and ended up cratering into the ground, so he is dead. Nonetheless, blue team is pushing forward the cart right now, and they're going to get a decent capture time on this, probably about 2 minutes. Yeah, 2 minutes and a half even. So about
average.
It is kind of average.
What we really have here is they have a huge presence now in the tunnel already. The engineer wasn't able to be built up, and so they're going to take most, if not all, of this ground really easily. The medic's getting chased away with just the sniper over there in the far side tunnel getting spammed by the demo man. Red medic has charge.
Blue medic just dropped an Uber again to that Spy. Spy has been so crucial for defense right now for MM. And there you go. Owlkin has just joined the game here for Red. They have finally stopped the cart here with an Uber on the demo, but they're getting pressured back by a Pyro. The Uber hardly got any kills at all. And there is that Wrangled Mini Sentry just doing work right now, being so annoying. Finally gets taken out by Legion.
Let's see how blue tries to reset. It looks like they're still holding in the tunnel. I'm surprised nobody is really going upstairs. Upstairs is such a huge pivotal role in I can't remember which team it was that used the upstairs last round.
Oh yeah, that had to be I think it was MM, yeah.
I think it was MM.
No, it was IFA who just completely snuck around there to destroy the level 3 sentry. So IFA, I mean, they've got some decent playstyle here. And this time around, their offense is looking a little bit better because they're getting that cart through before a level 3 sentry was even set up. So far, Owlkin still has not actually managed to join. Maybe he's like downloading the map or something. But MM is having a pretty big disadvantage right now in the players. And so they are paying for it. They are losing their points very quickly here. 4 minutes for 2 points.
Hopefully they keep this pressure on. This is looking like a good solid push of a payload right now.
Yeah, interestingly, Spy there for blue team had this Lars Pants on Fars has found the engineer setup here, but the engineer is building it up right now. It's just that it's going to be too late here actually to build this. Nobody there to defend the engineer setup. The sentry is getting hit. The engineer is down. The heavy is just now out here, but it is too late. That card is getting captured once again. IFA is going to make a very quick round here.
I was on Donka cam for a minute here and took down Blue's heavy. Tried to go after the medic, but now he's doing battle with the medic. He's lit up. Oh, and he sees a sniper.
Yeah,
so he's dead ringer.
Donka is, he's going to be okay for a while there. Meanwhile, though, we did watch the Pyro do some pretty good defense there on our, I want want to say our red team. That was Owlkin, yes, so he is in the game now. And let's just reload that HUD for a second. Done. So now blue team is managing to push quite successfully this cart. Now, where is the red setup? They need to get their NG building. Yes, he is building up right now. Oh, that spy was after the engineer, and what ended up happening was he got backstabbed before he could stab the engineer himself. So, too busy sapping that dispenser. Meanwhile, though, blue team, once again, IFA getting out here and pushing really, really quickly here before that sentry can get set up. So, where we usually see on the Highlander, we usually see like a level 3 sentry stopping the cart from even going up that hill. Now, we are seeing something completely different where both teams, when they've gotten to this point, have just been super fast. Soldier jumping on top of the medic, though, and he does manage to take out Sauerkraut Head before getting taken out himself. Now, there's going to be no heals for blue team. They're losing a lot of players, and Demo Man there ends up getting taken out for our red team. So, beautiful job there. But, however, there is a sentry up right now. It is going to probably stop this spy. No, in fact, the Pyro stops the spy. And there you go. For now, that cart is going to be tough to push because the Pyro's just been taken out. There is a sentry. Oh, no, there's not a sentry.
No, it got taken out. Actually, I didn't even see the spy go after it. I just caught it right at the end. Well, they have enough time to reset, so hopefully they utilize it right. We have Soldier, and we have a wrangled mini sentry up on the far left flank, just focus firing the red heavy, and it gets taken down.
Yeah, somehow red team does need to figure out how to stop this, and so far they have gotten some good kills there on blue, so blue is retreating into the house, but they are pushing the cart ever farther forward. That sentry just now getting up to level 2, and that's not a really optimal location for the sentry. It is getting taken out very quickly. Spy coming in after the sniper right now. Got the ambassador out, didn't get any headshots.
Yeah, it's nice that he's trying to get him, but unfortunately, like you said, no kill Sal, and Scout gets taken out quickly on the cart. Medic is just chilling out here on the heavy, looking like they're going to try and make a little bit of a push. Oh, yep, they popped. They're going to try and take out that sentry, hopefully.
Yeah, try to take out. They got to take out a lot of players here. Oh, there goes the Uber on the Pyro. That is what you like to see on a defensive setup here. You Uber that Pyro, and he just air blasts everybody back. Once again, he's still got that home wrecker out and trying to use it like an extinguisher, which I think is just hilarious.
Maybe that's some sort of taunting tactic.
I don't know. I think it's just reflex. You go for that extinguisher, and then oh wait, it's not there. Crap, I'm not doing enough damage.
Either way, it's adorable.
In fact, blue team does still hold on to this, and they've even got a teleporter in this house. So if you hold that house as firmly as they do, you are going to be able to push quite effectively here on the last point. However, red team does have a decent defensive setup here that is able to cover most of this stuff. That sentry cannot actually cover the cart, though, so they have to rely on their players to be able to do that. Jumping in Soldier once again, trying to get some damage down, but Sauerkraut Head's at 150 health here because of his medic regen. And this sniper is just peering out, trying to get kills on the red team as much as he can. It's really, yeah, oh, big kills right now. Legion goes into a backstab. Sticky's coming in and killing Owlkin, the Pyro. So
Hellsiv going big on a quick scope. Right on the card. Ooh.
Yeah, Hellsiv does end up pulling that Kukri out again. He has been a battle sniper if I've ever seen one. It's like half the time he just wants to pull out the knife and rush in for the kill. Doesn't even worry about using that rifle.
IFA's sitting on a charge here, and they pop. They're coming up. Take out the sentry on with the demo man, but yep, there he goes. Red's popping, blue medic retreating. He's got scout on him.
Yeah, in fact, an invincible scout, and that is very, very good Uber flashing there by the red team. They know that blue is going to retreat, and then the scout says, "Come on, I'm going to go after that medic." So the Uber just gets flashed to him just for a second, so he can get in there and get some meat shots and not have to worry about how little HP he has because he's invincible. Girardi does come in there and covered like 2 of the players there on the red team, so they're going to have to hang back a little bit. They do not want to take the whatever 135% damage that they normally would with his little mini crits. Oh, Soldier getting in here behind enemy lines and going for some kills. He does end up getting taken out. Meanwhile, Lars, the spy, is dead for blue, so they're going to have some trouble getting really getting any sort of flanks on the red team.
Blue's trying to utilize the house yet again. Be interesting to see some spam over here before they push out. Unfortunately, well, there's a little bit of focus fire from the heavy, but
Demo does jump in, so does the soldier, in fact. Looked like that was coordinated. Let's go jump them together. I think the Demo did end up dying, but now blue team is pushing the cart as well. They've got that Wrangler mini-sentry, and he's just holding that Wrangler out there, trying to get some damage out with it. Red team is backed way, way up here, and they are going to lose that. 9 minutes and 56 seconds for those 4 points is not a bad time. And there you go, a lot of red team dying right now, so blue can push this quite a ways, except that there is a Demo man here spamming stickies all over the place.
They have a little level 1 that just got taken out. Red's a little weak right now. They have 2 guys down. A couple of their guys are lit. Their soldiers at half health, just getting healed now.
Blue team did actually lose a lot of players there, including their medic, but they are still pushing that card because red is just not in a position to defend.
No.
They're trying to set up a sentry, but it is down right now. And there goes a little mini down here as well, going to get set up even faster than the sentry. So once again, that sentry could end up getting destroyed. The Uber was popped for MM. They are trying their best to set up a decent defensive setup here on this last point. IFA, though, getting very, very close to winning. And there you go, soldier down. Dreadfish, who is that? I don't even know. No, Dr. Badfish, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's the soldier down. Legion now down as well, so Demo, Pyro, Soldier, and Spy all down for MM. There goes the Spy for IFA, just trying to push that cart, and that announcer lady is so annoying.
Oh, she's just trying to have a little bit of fun. I mean, aren't you having fun, Sal?
Oh, definitely.
Oh, heck yeah.
Anyway, what do you think about this, though? There's a level 2 sentry up. Do you think that this... do you think this sentry is really going to be effective?
It'll stall them, but I don't think it'll actually get too many kills, especially with that Demo spamming and them knowing the exact location. Oh, up to level 3 now, though.
It is, but there's no dispenser sitting next to it, so that engineer is going to have some difficulty in repairing it. He's finally setting up a dispenser now. The last dispenser he set up, though, was too close to the sentry and in the wrong position, so yeah, this one is a little bit better here. It's not going to prevent the sentry from shooting where it needs to shoot.
No. Would have liked to see it a little bit further towards the wall, so it has that little bit of coverage so they can't see it immediately, but to each his own. Shouldn't make too much of a difference.
Yeah, right now, the red heavy holding the tunnel upstairs, looking at the Spy here, so he's probably called out this Spy is coming in. But the Spy, peeking out, there you go, using the Dead Ringer, so he's going to have to get back out of there. The cart is falling back a little bit, too. We're going to have to see what happens with the blue team here. They are actually pushed very, very far back out right now, getting harassed by a soldier and a scout. Oh, the Uber is popped so early for them. That is not good for IFA.
And he got the blue Spy on the cart, just pushing it. And he gets taken out by the red Spy. I think we've seen a lot of that little bit of Spy on Spy action. Kind of making me a little hot and bothered.
Spy on Spy violence is one of my favorite things.
Whew.
Once again, that soldier is so far forward here for MM, and he's now running back. That's Dr. Badfish, getting a lot of damage put down on the blue team and just delaying them from really getting into a good position. Sounds like there was a Dead Ringer going off there for our Spy. He is still alive for red team. And Adolf Elizabeth Hitler hanging out and firing the minigun outside of this little window here. Demo jumping straight in, and that's probably a bad idea because you really want your Demo to stay back and start laying those sticky traps. But now, blue team has about 30% Uber. Their medic is in a fine position here as long as they can keep him alive. And we'll see what happens. Right now, the blue Spy here, once again, just going for some headshots out this window, or maybe trying to knock down this sentry, but that Ambassador doesn't deal a lot of damage. Where is the blue Spy right now? He's not actually going around behind. Oh, he's actually holding off so that the sniper can go for some kills here as well.
Got 2 snipers going on there with the Ambassador. And it gets taken out by the soldier, though.
Well, he is still using the Dead Ringer, but yeah, there you go. The sniper for blue team did get pinched by a soldier and a heavy and was not able to back out. Smoking prohibited but not enforced. That's pretty hilarious. I had never seen that sign before. Kind of funny. Uber on the cart right now, so where they had about 5 minutes they had to defend, and they've wasted away 2.5 minutes of that already. So MM doing a really good job here on defense in the last point. I've never actually seen a team defend it for the entire time on last, but this could be a first for me. Oh no, a headshot by Purge though on Guy Alex.
Yeah, I'm looking at Helsa right now. He's trying to get some headshots, but unfortunately he's just in a rut right now.
And now Purge is looking down this hallway here and trying to spot whatever he can. Oh, there goes the engineer, but that's not going to be a huge pick. Where, I wonder, is their teleporter? Oh, there's that train again. I'm sorry, I'm so easily distracted by moving stuff on a map. Purge does get taken down here, but now blue team
soldier bomb in their blue medic. Blue medic gets taken down. Nice.
Wow.
Nice flank by Dr. Badfish.
Yeah,
very beautiful.
if there's one thing I can say about this MM defense, it's that they are always on the flanks. They are always behind enemy lines, using the map terrain to their advantage. And they do, of course, have a very, very strong defensive setup, or at least they had it set up right here for the last point. So, IFA is having some difficulty breaking this, even when they've got all their players together. There you go. There are some stickies on the cart right now, and that Spy is using a dead ringer, but he's already let it get wasted. Gonna have to grab that. There he goes. Now using the dead ringer again, and stickies hitting that cart. So the Pyro tried to get on it. He is dead right now. IFA Sauerkraut Head, the medic, once again getting backstabbed, and he of course did not drop an Uber because he was nowhere near one right then. But I think Red Team, with only a minute left, could actually defend this.
It's really looking good for them right now. They got a huge advantage with charge. They got the positioning, actually. That sentry is in a very nice position now. All they have to do is just make sure that cart doesn't get pushed up, and don't get backstabbed. I mean, that's really it.
Much, yeah. They're, in fact, doing an extremely good job of watching for those spies, holding on, like they're holding on to this upper tunnel area here with a heavy, and that marching heavy there is preventing a lot of flanking action from the blue team. So blue basically has to push through the low ground or make a very, very coordinated push through the tunnel, which then would end up not really paying off too well. They do have a teleporter up here now, which is good, but blue is having some difficulty finding the right spot to push. Oh, Guy Alex goes down to a backstab, and IFA, if anything, they've really got to get this Uber up and just push in with it as quickly as possible. Right now there's about 20 seconds left for them to push that cart. Of course, if they do get on the cart, it will be overtime, so they can continue to push it as long as they stay on it, but they're just nowhere close to it right now. About 10 seconds left for them to start pushing the cart here, because right now it's on its way back.
They need to be having somebody voting that charge. I don't understand why the soldier wasn't with them, or at least the demo. Oh, and the soldier, and they pop.
And they have popped it now. There is a there is a terrible like weed whacker outside of my building right now. And yes, they're trying to push the cart here. It's getting delayed quite a bit. Medic coming in here, trying to get a Ubersaw kill. I think he may have gotten one Ubersaw. 2-1, and there you go. MM actually defends the last point on Swiftwater, something I have never seen happen in Highlander before.
That is a tall task to do, that's for sure. Most of the map is in the defense's favor, but that last point, oh, it's rough. Defending it at least.
Yeah, and I'm trying to keep my microphone muted as long as you were talking here, because that weed whacker is getting closer, and I'm sure you can all hear it by now. IFA though, once again running mini sentries on defense. You can tell because this guy has the robot hand to set up those gunslingers. So I just don't agree with that.
It's gonna be interesting. Maybe they were planning something at halftime that I don't know.
I honestly don't know either. Right now, Dispenser going up here, so it's going to help keep... Oh, interestingly, Kritzkrieg here for Sauerkraut Head as well. But one thing I do have to say is that, of course, we've got to go over how these points work. Since IFA, who's now on defense, since they did not capture that last point, then MM gets 2 ways to win here. They can either capture 4 points in under 10 minutes, the 9:56 time there, or they can just capture all 5 points, and if they can do either one of those things, they win this game. Right now, that mini sentry wrangled up there once again. Immediately, the Uber is popped, though, and it's taken out very, very quickly. Demo Man looking for some kills now, but the Pyro is there to stop him. So, for the moment, that Uber was a little bit wasted. They've got some time on the cart, but the medic getting taken out by the extinguisher, and wow.
Oh, nice. They're running crits on defense. Very, 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 very interesting change of strategy.
For this first point, it actually works really well to run that Kritzkrieg. You get crit stickies like into spawn. Look at this. These spawn doors like, don't even close. It is such a weird point to push out of. Very, very dangerous for the blue team whenever they try to push out.
Red needs to just keep the pressure on that spawn right now. Just delay them. At least for right now.
They are somewhat doing that. Of course, the longer they delay, the better, because they need to make sure the blue team does not get those captures. Soldier jumping in on top of the medic right now. Medic does get taken out just before the soldier dies. He did his job, prevented that Kritzkrieg from dealing any damage. And now the cart getting pushed once again. Pyro trying to stop that, but so far having some difficulty. He's just getting pushed away. He does end up dying to the mini sentry of Tsarbucks.
Purge getting a little... Ooh, Purge getting taken out actually by Legion. The demo for for blue team. They're making a strong push.
They are.
It's almost like a like last round.
Lars needs to get out there and do some backstabbing, but he's going to end up getting caught out by this soldier. Could still get a stab. No, he does not. And there goes the heavy as well. So MM is doing a really good job pushing right now. And here's the thing, since they don't have to worry about a sentry I have to give this round to them. They're going to be able to push this cart quite quickly through this tunnel, which is one of the longest delay points on this map.
Mm-hmm. Yes, absolutely. It's pivotal just for the time it takes. I mean, it can take anywhere from, like, last round, they got through the tunnel in about 30 seconds to 5 minutes.
Oh, and this is why you really want that sentry on defense. That scout was in there all over the medic, distracting everybody on the red team. Red has lost half their players already because a soldier and a medic combo came in afterwards and just started finishing people off. Beautiful work by the blue team to get a pincer formation going there, and look at how many people are dead on Team IFA right now. IFA has definitely lost this point, and they have not taken the opportunity to really get a lot of damage down. So that level 3 sentry, lacking that is really hurting them right now.
Man, that weed whacker is
it's getting loud. Sounding. It's getting loud. I'm well aware of that, but I do not have a lot of time to cast today, so pretty much just have to go with this. Of course, I have class and stuff later on, so no fun for me at all, but I'm learning things, so learning is cool. Dr. Badfish does get taken out by Lars, but he's the only person down right now for blue team. Where's the rest of blue for the moment? MM is just kind of spamming out here, and actually, Sentry Gun gets needled down by Guy Alex.
Where is MM actually, Sal? It looks like they're all okay. They're all up top. At least the medic heavy is. Getting a little bit of damage laid down. That sniper's watching and covering. Nice. Oh, he just missed the Girardi.
Yeah, right now blue team is hanging out indoors, and looks like somebody just got panned. Legion ended up killing the spy there with the frying pan, so that's kind of hilarious. But I don't know, it looks like our blue team does have their work cut out for them to push through this. Oh, that wrangled mini sentry is such a pain for our soldier. For a heavy, I mean, I think it actually fires faster. This heavy taking so much damage here, though, he has to back off. And they're finding the sentry gun does go down once again. Pyro coming in here and doing a little bit of damage. There goes the Uber for blue team, so they're going to try and clear out this area as much as possible while keeping somebody back to push the cart. Exactly what they're doing, and that's the thing, is they're pushing in here kind of expecting a level 3 sentry, and just there still is no level 3 sentry, so they don't even need to Uber the demo. There goes Starbucks, and Owlkin immediately getting taken out by some sticky work from Mr. Snazzy, doing a very good job of carrying this team so far. Really, Mr. Snazzy with 47 points. But in fact, most of their team does have around the same number of points, but look at MM, they have so many more points right now. Pretty awesome.
I mean, it's a pretty good number when oh, in some cases at least, in this case, yes, when your demo and your spy and your heavy and even your engineer are all out pointing the medic for MM. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, right now, actually, Sauerkraut Head did just get taken out once again, so no medic here for red team to defend this last point here. And really, look at how much time is left. The cart is already up this ramp. 5 minutes left to go in the round here, and if red team manages to push the cart just to right here, then they can win in under that 5 minutes. Now, if they waste that 5 minutes, then they still have quite a long time to push the cart to the last point, and that's just the way stopwatch works. Remember that since IFA did not push the cart all the way to the end, that is why MM has 2 options to win here.
Now that's definitely a possible scenario. I remember facing last season 007's team, ITL, and I think it was ITL. If I'm mistaken, I'm sorry, 007. But we actually ended up squandering a 4.5 minute advantage like this. We still won the map, but that's only because we got the last cap on it.
Oh, that heavy! He was like playing Ring Around the Rosie on the cart with the spy, and the spy just managed to walk right in behind him. Now using the dead ringer to get away. He's going to be just fine. Oh no, actually does get taken out there by some stickies. And here we go. I don't think red team can do anything to stop this, and this cart is going to get captured, so that is going to be it. MM wins the game against IFA. 2 rounds have gone to them, of course, in this best of 3 stopwatch. So thank you for casting with me, Bubby. Got any shout-outs from your end?
Shout out to my team, Exodus Society. Shout out to Kessel's team, Mexican Cat Ranchers, which, like I said, beat us. Shout out to Sal, obviously, for allowing me to do this. And XTV, also, your associates.
Absolutely.
For helping us popularize us.
Do check us all out.
Of course, UGCleague.com. Go ahead, check us out. Highlander action. Hot, get you hot and bothered.
Yeah, guys, this is basically the premier, in fact, one of the only Highlander leagues in North America. So UGC League, if you want to get in Highlander action, go find a team on there or make your own. Check it out. But of course, this has been Salamancer. Find me on twitch.tv/fatmop and youtube.com/fatmop. I will be signing out. Thank you very much.